In the beginning was God, and God made all things good. Humankind was well and whole and right with God. They could walk with God in the cool of the day. They enjoyed each other and cared for nature. They followed God's way.
But they fell for a lie and turned away from God. Broken are their souls, and everything started to rot. Sickness and decay, conflicts and theft, sadness and despair, hubris and death.
But God showed mercy, promised them hope, and gave them life. They squandered on pleasures that brought only strife.
Among the nation was one who cried, Israel the Hebrews enslaved to a tyrant with might.
God heard their groaning and remembered his promise. He came and rescued them, so they'd become his. God gave Israel a mission to show the world his glory, that the world may know his vision of light and life in his story.
Israel turned away from God and served themselves. Their peace and blessings for prosperity they were quick to sell. They brought upon themselves the curse of exile, defeated and lost, slaves again, their glory defiled.
But God saw their suffering, and his mercy is more. He promised a king who'd come with peace forevermore. A king who's perfect and just and good. A king who'd come to make all things new. Who'd reconcile every broken thing and make us whole. Who'd cover all our shame and heal every soul. Every sword will become a spade, and God's love will erase every hate. The wolf will dwell with the lamb, and the child shall lead all of them. And the whole earth will be filled with the glory of the Lord. As the waters cover the sea, and every breath carries the name of God, and so Israel waited for this king to come, for God's perfect will to be done.
God sent prophets after prophets who called Israel to turn to God, who promised that God was coming. God was coming. God was coming.
Then there was 400 years of silence. God did not speak. There was no prophet. There was no word from God. How long they cried before he'd come? How long would they wait for his will to be done? How long before a word from God? How long before a word from God?